we saw like 9,800 Chinese nationals this fiscal year. That's 2 months and some change, right? Compare that to last year, 24,000 for the whole year. We're at almost half of that, right? With 2 months in. And the reality is, I mean, they're not listed as a special interest country. And Christopher Wray even said, the FBI director said, this could be, the greatest national security threat is out of China. And yet they're not designated as a special interest country. And I've asked CBP, I've said, what's going on? I mean, he's saying it, not me. He's saying it's the biggest national security threat. And yet they're not designated as that. And what it means when you're designated a special interest country is you're just going to get an extra pass, right? You're going to get a little longer interview. You're going to be kind of put over in this area, and you're going to be screened a little bit more rigorously than someone coming in from a country that we have different ties to, right? These are countries that have a nexus to terrorism or that we just don't play well with. And so China is not on that list. And it basically is chalked up to politics, Brandi. I mean, you could probably imagine that, but that's why they're not designated as that. And we're seeing this massive surge, and we haven't seen any change in that at all.
So on the kind of screening, and you mentioned special interest countries, obviously this is top of mind with what's happening in Israel and the idea that we know that people on terror watch lists have come into the country. I mean, Lord knows how many have come in who haven't been apprehended. Have you seen any change in posture or anything from your sources that would suggest that there's increased concern for terrorists coming in through the southern border, that they're changing things to account for that kind of heightened security risk?
The unfortunate thing is they don't have the additional resources to be in that reactionary or that proactive posture, Brandi. It's an all hands on deck posture for CBP when it comes to processing and transporting the people in Lukeville and in Eagle Pass. Eagle Pass is being overrun right now. They're saying the chief there just tweeted over 17,000 apprehensions within the last 5 days in that area. So they're closing tactical checkpoints. They're closing all these different things. So is that, putting ourselves in a posture to stop these people? Not necessarily. And those ones that are going to likely flag are likely going to be the ones that are trying to evade. And so if you have checkpoints closed, you have CBP officers who would normally be at those checkpoints pulled off the line as well to help process and transport. Brandi, I saw a Homeland Security investigation special agent putting backpacks in the back of a pickup truck this week. I would argue that that person could probably be used better. BORTAC is standing out there guarding people because these men out there that you're seeing in my videos, they are not in federal custody. They could walk away at any time. And Border Patrol has said it happens, but nobody's there to go after them. Here's the deal, though. They want to be processed. They want to be arrested so that they can get a notice to appear. They want their documents. They want some kind of process. So they're sitting there for 3 days waiting. And that's the reality. And again, they could walk away if they wanted to. I have sources saying that they're rolling fingerprints at these facilities, and some of them are coming up. About 5 to 15% are coming up what they call black lines. Those are people with a nexus to terrorism. And so that's the reality. If those are the ones that are turning themselves in and there's no one on the line, it would be ignorant for us and naive of us to think that there aren't some that are getting through when we apprehended, 195 last fiscal year.